Hello students, let us start a new chapter, chapter 5, Forms of Business Organization Part 1. In this chapter, you are going to see regarding sole proprietorship, next Hindu undivided family, and next about partnership. So let us have a look over sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship, this is very simple and oldest form of business organization. If a fill in the blank question is asked, which is the oldest and simplest form of business organization? So the answer is sole proprietorship, because sole proprietorship started when the trade started. When there was an existence of trade, at that time this form of business started. Sole proprietorship means only one businessman. So let us look over meaning. Sole proprietor is such a form in which the firm is owned, managed and controlled only by one person. That's why the word sole. Sole means one. So in sole proprietorship, how many persons are there? Only one person. Only one person is the owner. He is only the manager and he is only the controller of the firm. Only one person. He invests the capital. He starts the business. He do all the transactions like purchase, sales, whatever profit is there, it is also of his. If loss happens, that is also of his only. So sole proprietor means only one person. He manages, control the business. So another definition given by Lewis and Henry: sole proprietor is such a form of business organization in which there is only one person at the top. He is only responsible for either profit of the business. He is only responsible for the loss of the business. So this definition is very simple. This definition makes you clear that what is a sole proprietorship means. It is only one person manage the firm, only one person control the firm. He only starts the business, and if profit happens, that is also his favor, and if loss happens, then also it is his problem. So in this, only one trader takes all the responsibilities in his shoulder. Now what are the characteristics of sole proprietorship? So first characteristic is it is very easy to establish. There is no complication of law. Anyone can start a business, small business. That is a sole proprietorship, means you must have money to invest. So it is very easy to establish sole proprietorship. There is no complexity of law. Next, capital. In a sole proprietorship, only the owner, he himself invests the capital. Nobody else will invest the capital. Like partnership, partners come and invest the money, but in sole proprietorship, that one particular person will only invest the money. Now if he is not having money, if he is not having enough money, then what will happen? He will borrow the money from bank or someone else. Next, power of administration. In sole proprietorship, all the powers are in his hand only. Whatever, if it is related with purchase, sale, collection, it is related with accounts, anything, all the powers of business is in the hand of himself, that is sole proprietor. If he requires, then he will keep relatives or outside peoples and give the money. For example, if you have a shop of saris, you will keep worker, so you will give salary to them. So it is a sole proprietor only. Why? Because owner you are only he is only the helper. Next, freedom of work and quick decision. If only one person is there in the business, he himself can take the decision. He has a freedom, he can do anything. He can invest more, he can invest less, whatever. Every kind of a business freedom is in the hand of the sole proprietor only, and there is no need of a discussion. That's why he can take the decision very quickly. Liability. Here, whatever liability is there for the payment of creditors and everything, he himself has to pay. So we can say that there is unlimited liability. Whatever creditors are there, any problem of law happens, court happens, the sole proprietor himself has to pay all the money. So he is having a unlimited liability. Sole proprietor is having a unlimited liability. If his debts goes on increasing and he is not having the money, then he has to sell his personal property also. But whole liability is in the hand of sole proprietorship only. Maintenance of secrecy, because he himself is a business owner of the business, he need not to share with anyone, and that's why the secrecy is maintained in the business. Personal contact. In sole proprietorship, a personal contact can be done. He can ask his consumers, customers, what are their tastes, what is their preference. So he can have a, because the business is small, that's why he can have a personal contact with customers. Centralization of ownership and management. In sole proprietor, all the ownership and management in his hand only. That's why all the powers, ownership and management is centralized. Centralized means at one place only. Decentralization means it is distributed, but in centralization means all the powers are in his hands. So let us understand the advantages of sole proprietor. What is the first advantage? That it is very easy to establish, because there is no requirement of any document. They need not to sign from Indian Company Act. Nothing. Simple. If he is having a money, even he is uneducated, he can start the business. So it is very simple to start sole proprietorship. Less capital. Less capital because it is not fixed that if this much capital is there, then only you can start sole proprietorship. It's not like this. Whatever capital, whatever money is there, you can invest in the business. If additional money you want, then the sole proprietorship can borrow from bank or his friends, anyone. Maintenance of secrecy. This is the advantage of sole proprietorship. He need not to discuss with anyone, because he himself is the owner, manager, authority is in his hand only. So secrecy is maintained. Next, quick decision. A sole proprietor can take quick decision. Quick decision regarding any matter. He need not to discuss with anyone. Personal contact. In sole proprietorship, he can see the same points are repeating. He can have a personal contact with customers, employees, creditors. So it is very simple. In sole proprietorship, the business is small. That's why he need not to. So personal contact is possible over here. Flexibility. Flexibility here, the owner can make changes according to himself. If he wanted to bring a new product, whatever changes he wanted to bring in his business, it can be brought easily, because no one is there to interfere. Less tax burden. In this, income of sole proprietor is less. If you compare to the joint stock company, the income is more, but in sole proprietorship the income is less. So definitely taxation is also less. Last advantage is less legal restrictions. If you see partnership, Hindu undivided family, joint stock company, here there is a lot of restrictions. But as this business is a small business, restriction is also less. What are the limitations of sole proprietorship? Limitation is that here they have limited capital. If one person is only in the business and he cannot get extra capital in free, if he is taking the money from his friends or bank, he has to pay the interest plus principal amount. So here capital is not more. Whatever capital he has, that much only he can invest. Unlimited liability. If the liability he has to pay, so he himself has to pay. No one is there that they can distribute the liabilities. He himself has to pay all the liability. If money is not enough, he has to take from the bank, or he has to sell his personal properties. Short duration. Now what happened here, if in the business, if he dies, the business will stop. If he has a mental problem, again the business will come to stop. If his son or daughter is there, they are not interested in this business, again the business will stop. Short duration, that is limited work capacity. In sole proprietorship, the owner is responsible. The one person, whatever that person is having a skill or quality, that can be only applied. If 2 3 members are there, different peoples are having different qualities, but here what happened, one person is there, whatever quality or skill he is having, that much only he can apply. So we cannot say that the working capacity can be excellent, because he himself will be responsible for the profit and loss. Possibility of wrong decision, here there are chances. Only one person is in the business, so sometimes happens that his mind says something else and the decision may be wrong. Nobody is there to guide him or discuss. So there is a possibility of wrong decision here, because there is no discussion made by the businessman. And last one is lack of advantage of large scale business. He cannot do large scale business. If you talk about Reliance, so there are many shareholders, then only they can do a large scale business. It is not a sole proprietor. Sole proprietor um, cannot do a large scale business like companies. All the purchase and sale is small only, because he himself has to bear all the profit and loss. So in this way, these were the advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Thank you.